𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄, 𝐃𝐄𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐑𝐀𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄. Thank you so much for joining me. It's time for your energy update through the Sangoma energy, the prophet energy, through the bones, the throwing of the bones. 𝐓𝐈𝐿. Who am I? I am Janine from Gentle Warrior. I am a Sangoma initiated by the Zulu and Xhosa tribe. I am a prophet initiated by the Zulu tribe. I have my feet on the ground as a Sangoma, as a prophet, being the medicine woman, and I also have my head up in the air, being a star child connected to the galactics and the dragons. I am a mixed bag of energy. Right, let's get to it. I'm going to light the white candle to welcome in the ancestors. I'm wearing my prophet's cloak, and I'm now going to open up circle. And at any stage when you're listening to these monthly recordings, if you want to bring your own white candle and light it, I actually want to light 𝐕𝐵𝐵. If you want to light the likes of sage or have essential oils to smell, they're just to put you in the right state to be open to receive the messages. And I'm just lighting the 𝐕𝐵𝐵 grown on the land, connecting us stronger to our ancestors. Just taking in a nice deep breath for me. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻, 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. I call on the ancestors from the north, the east, the south, the west. I ask you to come down from the mountains, the valleys, the rivers, the seas, the bushes, and the caves. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. I call on my maternal, my paternal, and my guardian ancestors, all in heaven that love, know, respect me only. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. I call on the prophet. I ask you to remove the veils from my eyes. I ask you to help to deliver their energy, the messages today for all of those that are watching. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. I call on the Divine Mother, and I ask you to work with us today to deliver the messages to your children. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. On the collective energy that is going on around us and what needs focus on in our lives to start to make sense of it. What do we need to prepare? 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. I call on the ancestors of all of those that are watching. And if you are watching me, you can just answer these questions for me. I call on, say your full name for me. I call on your maternal, say your mom's name and maiden name. And I call on your paternal, say your dad's full name. And I call on your guardian ancestors, all that are in heaven that love, know, and respect you from love and light only. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. I ask you and your ancestors, the energy of you and your ancestors, to join us today. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. My ancestors and I, we send your ancestors to you as a blessing, so they may wrap their loving arms around you, so you may see, know, hear, or just feel their love and presence around you, and that of the Divine Mother as well. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. May you walk strongly on this earth, may you walk strongly along your ancestors and start to receive your messages directly from them. 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. Okay, let's look at July's energy through the pulling of a card. And the card that I pulled earlier on, I don't know if you can see it, is the Magic Guardian. Okay, and the Magic Guardian is all about unlocking the magic within. All right, so she is here to remind you not to look exit. I just have notes that I've used to get information from earlier before when speaking to the Divine Mother and the ancestors. So she's about not looking externally and looking inside for your power, okay? And she's about the time to start to create and to, manifest. And she's about showing you the healing and support that is needed for you to be able to get there. And she's a reminder that you are actually the magic and that you hold the answers. But the beautiful message that I love from her is that she's here to remind you that it can only be, your magic can only be powerful if you own it, okay? Now, this is going to very much make a lot more sense now, because when I go into the energy of this card with the Divine Mother, who represents our collective energy, and the ancestors, and I asked, the intent very much was, what are we needing to know for July? What is the main theme that is coming up? And I get accountability, okay? This is the energy of accountability, showing up, okay? Showing up and declaring what is needed. So the ancestors are very much showing that we can't keep sitting there screaming at them, going, please give me this. Why don't I have this? Why am I back in this old situation? And the ancestors are shouting, well, not shouting, the ancestors are saying to us, like, I am trying to tell you, child, I'm trying to explain, but you're sitting in this energy of shouting at them, of desperation. And they're saying, how can you hear us if you won't sit still? If you won't sit still and go within so we can help you, to give you the answers and to guide you to the empowerment you have within, which is fair enough. It's absolutely fair enough. So we can't keep shouting and expecting things from the ancestors as well if we're not going to take accountability, and if we're not going to show up, and if we're not going to take action, because the energy we're sitting at is, I am lost, I'm confused, I don't know which way to go, and we're grabbing at anything and everyone for support, for answers, and that grabbing to get to for anything to grab hold of that feels tangible, that will feel like it has the answers for us, that is completely taking our energy, depleting it, disempowering us, taking it longer to get the answers. Okay? So the energy and what is needed at the moment is daily routine. This is key and crucial, because you may also be finding that the tools that you used to have are all of a sudden no longer working. They are outgraded. Some of the tools we used to use were crutches that are no longer working, and we're now at that energy of needing baby steps, needing just something small that is your daily routine, that is going to be around keeping you embodied, keeping you connected. The theme for accountability and for empowering yourself to get the answers within is about being connected to yourself, and so that you can connect to the ancestors, and through the connection to yourself and your ancestors, you are able to get the answers within. Okay? The energy at the moment is very much around enough is enough. Okay? This is us. This is us standing up and saying enough is enough. We can't carry on like this anymore. But in order for that to change, then we need, again, accountability. We need to say, okay, fine, enough is enough. Something's got to change. Not messing about here anymore. I can't carry on like this. This is what I need to move forward. But understanding that we may not necessarily get it in the form we think we're going to get it. Because when we are making a declaration, when we're saying enough is enough, I'm going to use an example. Let's say you're doing, you have your own style business, and you're saying enough is enough. I'm going back to the corporate world, which I know makes me sick, but this is making me sick from stress as well, which is the better of the lesser evils. But you actually want to attempt to make your business to work. Well, then you need to show up and potentially invest in it. If you're asking the questions of, okay, what can I do now to work to save my business so I don't have to go back and work for somebody else? I'm just using this as an example. And you're open to receive your signs. Within a few days, you may get that sign. But then, are you going to show up and be accountable to then do? What if it's an investment? Are you going to invest in yourself? Are you going to invest in your business? Because if we're just saying, oh, well, that's nice, but I don't want to do this work, I don't want to learn this, I don't want to do that, we're not going to get it. If we keep doing the same things, if we're saying enough is enough, but we keep doing the same things, then we're going to keep getting the same results. So we are declaring to the ancestors, we're declaring to the collective energy, enough is enough, I've had enough, but thank you for the sign, and yes, I'm standing up, and yes, it may not save it, but then if I have to go in another direction, at least I know I showed up and tried. Okay, take a deep breath in, everyone. If we want something, we need to be willing sometimes to give something as well, and that is accountability. There is a declaration video that I might be sharing, and it was a very powerful one that I did with a group on a touch of clarity just last week. If you're interested in that video, it will be €5. Then just go to gentlewarrior.ie and fill out the contact form, and in there just mention that you are interested in the healing and declaration video, and I'll see if there's something I can do to get that over to you. All right, that is the energy at the moment of the Magic Guardian. So let's see what the bones have to say about that. So I'm going to be dropping the screen and showing you the bones and speaking to you like this, and there's going to be a lot of swiveling around. It's a messy business, but it is all good. Okay, so at the moment, this is your lucky bean. You want your lucky bean to be as close to the middle of the circle as is. And doesn't that look good? It's pretty damn close. But if here is the bean that represents that not everything is okay, which I refer to in a lot of instances, like with clients, it could be that something's attached to them, or cords, things like that. But in majority of situations, it's our own crap, it's our own stuff. And you see how, now this one you want as far out of your reading as possible, but you see how it's basically equal to the middle, which you definitely don't want. And this shows this is the crossroads that we are sitting in. This is the enough is enough energy, okay? The difference is, are you going to stand up and show accountability? In which case, by doing that, our belief systems, our things, our fears that are preventing us from bringing the new changes in start to shift out, and our lucky bean can swimmingly come into the middle. And this is the thing that drives our lucky bean. This is the aspect within ourselves. And because it is the right way up, it shows we all have accountability within us. We all have the ability collectively to have accountability within us. But the only way we're going to pull the change in is if we show up. Is if when we get our signs from the ancestors and we're empowered enough to take the sign from the ancestors. It's all very good and well, our ancestors are shouting and going, show me the sign, show me the direction. And when the direction comes and the ancestors saying, well, here it is, but you need to, invest, or you need to give up this. And then we go, no, that's too much work. I want everything for nothing. You're not taking accountability. So you stay here. Nothing changes. It really is as simple as. And again, this shows being ready to walk into the future, being ready to show that direction. And this is us from a higher perspective again. Okay, where do I want to go to next? Okay, this is the ancestors sitting right over here, and this is our own growth, our ascension path, our growth. And this is the bone that represents our health. And at the moment, the pressure that we're speaking about and that energy of grab. I'm grabbing at everything and anything to show me direction, to show me what I need to do, but not taking accountability to getting the answers as well. That's shouting at our ancestors and not sitting down and listening for the answers, finding that inner peace to get the answers, or, even if they give us some answer, just going, no, that's not good enough. It's not for free. Or it takes something from me. So here's our ancestors going, yeah, we're here. We're trying to speak to you. We're trying to help you grow. But this energy is stopping you from actually seeing what is happening within and actually taking action on the many signs that we are giving you and that you are not seeing. And it shows in order to shift this energy, the crocodile represents protection, embodiment, grounding. This is your daily routine. In order to shift this, you need to implement your daily routine. My daily routine at the moment, and the main thing that I fit in, is sitting outdoors at 5 in the morning with a cup of either ceremonial cacao, or lately it's just my Japanese matcha tea, listening to the birds, and this is when I go and speak to my ancestors for a few minutes. Now, you can just find whatever your routine is, and if your old tools aren't working, you need to find them new tools, and that will take a bit of exploration. So I want to come to the section over here, which is about relationships. And relationships, I normally do speak about it as being partners, but relationships could also be seen as interaction with people in, businesses, or like employees, colleagues. It can even be friends, family. So just keep an open mind as to which way this is reading for you because this is a collective energy. But at the moment, before I come to there, I want to show as well that the opportunity bones is the right way round. This is the opportunity bone. It is the right way around, which again shows the ancestors are showing you and trying to give you the signs that opportunities are absolutely there. But we cannot get these opportunities while we are allowing the likes of fear, which is sitting right next to the opportunity bone, the likes of fear and our beliefs and the things that are holding us back from actually being accountable, showing up and making that change. Then we're not going to get that. It's not going to bring that opportunities in, as well as the fact that the opportunity bones is lying here right next to relationships. So again, like I said, either relationships as partners or relationships in general. And this bone is representation of you. Okay. So I'm going to say it. If you are not in a relationship and you're looking at it from a romantic perspective, the opportunity, because this bone is lying right on this relationship bone is lying right on the opportunity bone, the opportunity to bring a relationship in is incredibly strong during this period. But look what's between you and bringing that relationship in. This is the fear, the belief systems, and this could be causing, what I would like bear traps. So this person could be trying to come to you, but your fears and your belief systems, that those energies that are still stuck in you from past experiences, those barriers, are preventing them from being able to easily find you. So you're not a lighthouse to bring them in. So if your enough is enough situation is around relationships, then you need to look at when the ancestors start to give you messages, or when you sit in stillness to see what can be done. You need to take accountability for the role that you play in who you are bringing in as well, and how you are treating yourself, so that the type of person you want to be brought in is aligned with how you treat yourself. If you are looking for somebody that treats you with respect, but your inner talk is so disrespectful to yourself, what type of energy are you bringing into you? And if you are and I'm not going to just say any relationship, I'm going to say a contractual relationship, and believe me, you will know if you're in a contractual relationship. Then at the moment, it's not that there is not a closeness or a rift, but there again could be a little bit of mirror work going on here, or communication issues that are going on here because of your fears that are coming out and reflecting again. So there's that inner work that is needed. And again, this could be playing out between family members and colleagues as well. So the opportunities to go deeper in existing relationships, whether it be romance or family or friends, the opportunity, whether you feel you need to bring that closeness back, is absolutely there. But it's doing that work within yourself in order to make that change. So I'm just seeing where I want to go to next. So the bone that is lying right in front of this recording, which would be as if you were sitting in front of me, is very much the like I said, it's you. This is the aspect of you. This is your period of growth. You getting direction for your next steps, but you needing to take accountability for it. Where do I want to go to next? Oh, believe it or not, our energy is actually sitting at a 6 during July, which is really good. And you may be going, well, I sure as hell don't feel like a 6, Janina. I feel like a 1 or a 2 because I'm bedridden and I'm absolutely exhausted. Yes, I get it. I get it. We are very tired in this energy at the moment, and we are needing a lot of rest, and we are needing a lot of what I'm calling recovery, not just healing. So it is that, like, again, looking at accountability, because if we are taking whatever energy we have and we are running ourselves ragged by, again, grab at anything and anything, instead of taking the time, finding and prioritizing that time to sit still, to get your answers, to find the quiet and the stillness, to be able to hear your ancestors and ask your ancestors your questions then, and start to build on your intuition. And again, you might be saying, well, I don't know how to work and use intuition. Okay, but there's plenty. I have an intuitive program, but are you prepared to invest in yourself? This is where we're being asked to step up. So if you're grabbing and using that energy, then even if you are a 6, even though we're supposed to be a 6 in July, if we're wasting our energy and not recovering in between to find that stillness, to find that peace within us, then we are a 6 who's, remember, the magic guardian is saying this is our period to manifest. Then we are a 6 that's feeling like a 2. So it all depends again on what you're spending the energy on, okay? And if you're recovering in between to bring you up to a 6. If you're a 6 but grabbing at everything and then depleting yourself at a 2, or if you're a 6 and realizing at a 4 you're starting to deplete yourself and you start to do your recovery, or if you are a 6 but you are using your daily routines to get this bone out in order to stay a 6. And this is a period where we are, so much of our old practices, you know, with the magic guardian showing up, and she talks about creation and manifestation. We are at a period where so much of our, as I said, our old things no longer work. So we could be saying, well, I am manifesting, Janine. I'm writing down all the things I want. I'm writing down all the things that I need. And I'm burning a candle and I'm placing it underneath her. And that's all 3D manifestation. That's all 3D manifestation. You need to be manifesting at a 5D level. And this is where it comes in that enough is enough, and we do more declarations in July in order to bring in. That's about our declaring enough is enough. This is what I want. You know, like the business example, I declared that I want to put this energy into my business. I don't want to go back to work for someone else, but when I get my signs, I'm being accountable and I'm investing in it, or I'm using my energy that I'm investing in it. I'm going to go in guns blazing and I'm going to give it all that I have. And I understand that if it doesn't work out, I've given everything and I've tried. And then the answer simply is that is the route I'm going as well. Because it's taking that, not being afraid to take a risk. And then what if it doesn't work? It may not work. Because when we are manifesting at the moment, well, like I said earlier, we need to remember that we maybe need to let go of stuff. And this is stuff that when we are declaring things and we want things, that the ancestors, the divine mother, the universe, the collective energy goes, great. This is actually for your highest good. This isn't an ego request. But we're going to need to take this and this and this to clear that path for you. And so that's why your daily routine is needed, so that you don't feel as if you are lost when you are. And you need to be prepared. You need to, when you're making declarations, it's not a joke. You need to be declared that those paths will be open. They will start opening. These opportunities will start coming to you, but potentially at a cost of having to give something up that your ego has decided it needs, that it absolutely needs that. Okay, so there we go. This is the wallet. You know, again, I want to look at the wallet. Normally we look at it as financial, but I want to look at the wallet from the magic guardian terms, which is abundance, okay, not just money. So our abundance is sitting right here, but our ability to receive that abundance is closed at the moment. So whether you want to look at it at money, that your money is closed to your wallet is closed to receive money, but money is so, yeah, and this is nothing. There's nothing stopping us from bringing that in. They are so close. But right next to the money, or the abundance, if you want to call it, because we are working with the magic guardian who's all about the manifestation. We are talking about declaration to bring our opportunities in. It's the divine mother. Okay? It is the divine mother that helps bring in that creativity that is needed for us to welcome that abundance in. It is the divine mother that helps us to find that stillness within, to get the answers from the ancestors. So whether that be that you go into the divine mother, whether you go on meditations and journeys and you journey deep into the core of Mother Earth, or whether it be that you actually physically go into nature, or whether it be that you're in your garden and you are getting your hands dug deep into the soil and grounding, whether it be that you are standing bare feet and breathing in the divine mother's energy. It is her that is a crucial routine, and that may be all that you need. Because remember, we said it's about the energy of bringing in the embodiment, the being connected. It's being connected to the divine mother that helps you connect to your ancestors, that helps you connect to yourself. Marcus. Right, let's bring that up. That is July's energy in a nutshell. If you are wanting to know specifically for you what is needed, then all guidance, assistance in empowering yourself, then go onto gentlewarrior.ie, go to the contact tab over there, drop me a message and get yourself booked in for a healing or a reading session where we can lay that foundation to help you to have the extra energy boost to empower yourself to go in and do the work. All right. Much love to you all, and I will speak to you in a month's time. Maku.